Hey guys, it's Christine from Blooming Brilliant, and today I am so excited to share with you how to make these chocolate surprise Valentine hearts. What you will need. We are going to be using these plastic hearts that I got from the store. You could get it at your local store. You could also pick up these at your local drugstore. They are just little heart containers. They come empty and you can put whatever you want in them. We are going to use them for our treats because we don't want to put this in our actual candy. We're going to put them in here, close it up, and then put it into our candy. We got a whole bunch of treats here, erasers and stampers and light up rings and necklaces and body stickers. You're going to need chocolate melting candy. You're going to need spoons and a pastry brush, water, and a pot if you're going to be melting your chocolate on the stove. If you're not, you could just use any kind of microwavable bowl and chocolate. So this is all the stuff you are going to need. You're also going to need your stove and a freezer, of course, or refrigerator so that we can harden the chocolate and it just helps us. So let's get started. If you're melting the chocolate like me, you're going to need to fill your pot with water. We have about 2 cups of water into this tiny little pot, and we are pouring it in, and then we are going to put it on the heat and bring it up to a boil. While you're waiting for your water to boil, you can start filling up your containers and getting your treats ready for when they're done. You will have plenty of time doing this while you're waiting for the chocolate to get hard and all that stuff, but if you're impatient, it's a great way to fill your time doing the project. So once your water has come up to a boil, you might want to change your temperature. Now, if you're microwaving, you could just skip this part. But we are going to place our bowl of chocolate on top, and we're going to stir up the chocolate as it melts. Chocolate is all melted. I have this on really low. If you have to shut it, you don't want the water to boil out over underneath the pot, and you don't want really the water to touch the glass. You just want the steam to heat it up. So yes, try not to have it too full and try not to have the heat on too high so that it messes with your chocolate. I have it on really low right now because I want to keep it at this consistency of nice and melted, and let's get started with making our chocolate hearts. Okay guys, so our chocolate is melted. I got my pastry brush. I'm putting that into our chocolate so that I can brush on the chocolate inside our molds. They have been cleaned and washed and dried, so let's get started with putting our first chocolate layer. Very first layer of chocolate, it's going to take at least 4 layers for it to be nice and strong and solid. We have to pop these in the freezer or refrigerator or set them aside for them to cool. I'm going to put them in the freezer so it quickens things up a little bit, and then we will do the next layer. So this is the first layer of chocolate inside, and you're going to try to make sure that you have nice thick coats, but we're going to have about 4 coats inside, so don't worry too much about seeing red. We want it to be nice and thick so that it pops out of the molds easily and that it is nice and solid. So we're going to pop these in the freezer now and continue making the rest of them. And once the first layer is hardened, we are going to work on the second layer. And you're just basically going to repeat the step that you just did of brushing the chocolate on for 4 more times. So we took some of the hearts that have the first layer in it out of the freezer. Now we are going to put our second layer of chocolate inside. Okay guys, so we put the second layer of chocolate. Try not to fixate too much on making the inside look perfect because it's not going to happen. You're going to want it. It's you want it to look messy like this, because the outside is going to be what's smooth and beautiful. Try to work really quickly with when you're putting on the next layers, the second layer and the third and the fourth, because you don't want the hot chocolate to start melting your first or second or third or the previous layer. So try to work quickly, and then once you have it covered for the second layer, you pop it back in the freezer and you work on the next batch or whatever, just to make sure it gets hard, and then you put the next layer. Okay guys, so now we are going to work on our third layer. As you can see, the chocolate is hardening and getting nice and solid. I still see some spots where my red is showing, so I want to make sure that I put some nice thick coats there, because we don't want any red. It's going to make it more fragile and probably break when we try to take it out of the mold. So we want to make sure we have nice thick layers and that it is completely not see-through at the end. So let's put on our third layer. So we are going to put our fourth layer of chocolate in, and possibly is our last, or maybe we will add one more to make sure that it is super strong for when we take them out of the molds. Okay guys, so this is our fully layered 4-layer. I ended up using just 4 layers of chocolate, and hopefully they come out good. So let's see, we're going to put these in the freezer real quick to make sure they are frozen and they stay nice and hard, and work on the treats. Okay guys, so I already set up my surprises or treats when the water was boiling for my chocolate to melt. But let me just show you guys what I did. So I have these little containers that you can get at your drugstore, and they are small containers that we are going to place inside our chocolate hearts. And these I washed and dried and made sure they were clean, because we don't want them to have any kind of dirty anything inside our chocolate eggs that our kids might eat. So I got some little erasers and some body stickers and some stamps and some flashlight rings and necklaces and all little things that you could find at your local stores. They are super quick and easy and not that expensive to get. So we're going to close them all up. They do close. I've tested them out. And we are going to place them inside our chocolate eggs. Okay guys, so we just took our hearts out of the freezer. I'm going to try to pop them out of their molds. And I have a pan heating up over here, because we are going to put them face down so that the edges get nice and soft and we can put them together. Oh my goodness, guys, we just got them all out without breaking one, which is amazing. I'm so shocked. As you can see, they're all out. I'm trying not to touch them too much because I don't want to ruin their beautiful shine. So we are going to quickly put the treats in and seal them up with our hot pan. So this is the final product, and it came out so great. I'm so excited to share this with you. They are closed. They might not be like perfect, as you see. There's like little seam, but it is so great, and I know Isabella's gonna love it for sure, and AJ is gonna want some. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and comment, like, subscribe, share, check out our detailed written post in the description box below, and come back and check out a video of Isabella opening them up. Thanks for watching. See you next time at Blooming Brilliant.